Hello, this is Ooga Booga 3 from TitanicSloth, and this is Let's Play number 4 of my Torneko The Last Hope series. So, as you recall, in the last episode, we went into the castle basement and got a flame and fixed my shed because we're awesome. So yeah, and today we are, I guess, this episode rather, since it's all on the same day, we are going to go into the graveyard because there was some crazy chick yelling about, oh my god, I can't visit my mentor's grave, it's haunted. So, I'm gonna go into the graveyard, figure out what she's whining about. And go up and go left and go up, and then talk to her. Excuse me, do you find this cemetery spooky too? Why, of course not! Oh, you're really not spooked? I decided to open a bakery in this village. Do you feel happy when you eat some delicious bread? I want to sell bread like that. But to do so, I need to get the top secret instructions that are engraved on my mentor's grave. But this graveyard, it's just not spooky. It's teeming with ghosts and monsters. Please, could you escort me to my mentor's graveyard? Why, of course I could. Really? Thank you.
Even here too. We're in blazes, says Torneko. Things cannot go on this way.
Yeah, I'm right here. You freaking old fart. Visiting a graveyard all by himself. There goes a brave, brave man. And thus begins the fourth dungeon in this game. You might not take items into this dungeon. Please put your items or throw them away. Okay, I guess this is... I forgot about that. I just came out of the last dungeon like 2 minutes ago, so finished the last episode. So I forgot about this. So I guess this is a wonderful time to teach you children how... sorry, I accidentally clicked on this one instead. I was too rushed. There we go. This is how you sell items. You will see me do this a lot in this series. 5,000 gold. And then I go to the bank and I deposit my money. Glorious, glorious joy. Now that took a whole 30 seconds, so... into the dungeon! Now this is the fourth dungeon in the game. And this is a dungeon that teaches you how to use herbs. There's plenty of food in this dungeon, and herbs, so I don't have to worry about dying. Which is rather nice. So... simply smashing. Strength, bread... oop, my bad, didn't mean to do that.
Punch you in the face!
Eat the strength. My strength increased. There are also monsters that poison you in this dungeon. I will try to avoid getting poisoned because being poisoned is not fun. Now, most people and games, whenever you say you get poisoned, it's over time your health decreases from the poison. In this game, that is not the case. It just reduces your overall strength. So I just let me punch this slime in the face first. Oh, darn. Curses. 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 Okay. So, I just ate a strength herb, so my strength is 9 out of 9 instead of 8 out of 8. If I were to get poisoned, that would become 8 out of 9. If I hadn't eaten that herb, it would become 7 out of 8. So, if I get poisoned 3 times with the max strength of 9, my strength will be 6 out of 9. I can't believe I just had to think and count. Well, either way, it just reduces your strength. If you use an antidote, it brings back your strength to maximum. That's why it's 9 out of 9 instead of like just regular 9, because they don't decrease your maximum strength, just your current strength. Think of it kind of like your health. Like now I've got 10 out of 10 because I ate another strength herb. Like when the slug attacks me, it does like 2 damage and reduces my health. So it's just pretty much the same thing with strength, except it's how much damage you do. And so the more poisoned you are, the less damage you do, which is not very good because monsters will kill you easier. So I'm just gonna I'm not gonna eat any more strength herbs because they sell for quite a bit. Unless my inventory's full, then I'll like hurl some herbs at monsters, because that's how I roll. But this dungeon is the last tutorial dungeon, which is really nice for the people who think these are boring, because they are boring, trust me. The next dungeon isn't very hard. I hardly ever die in it, but I still do die in it, so it's not like these dungeons where, except for the previous one. The previous one is kind of hard because there's like no bread in it, and so I tend to starve to death if I keep getting warped away and have to walk back to the stairs, you know? But this dungeon is really easy. I don't ever die in it. There's like one hard monster in this entire dungeon, and that's only because it can dig through walls. And otherwise it doesn't do very much damage. It can summon other monsters of its exact type. Kind of like that demighoul in the previous dungeon splits. The ants, army ants in this dungeon, they split, and they can also dig through walls, but they don't do very much damage, so they're not a threat. And far too powerful to be defeated by an ant. Ooh, a herb. Ooh, another herb. Die, you bat scum. There's an antidote, so I don't have to worry about getting my stuff reduced too much through poisoning. One cool thing, though, about herbs is you can eat them at full health, and they increase your maximum health. Super herbs increase your maximum health by 2. Regular herbs increase your maximum health by 1. So, in case any of you feel like buying this game because of my super awesome Let's Play, there's a pro tip for you. Although, this game, I don't think you can get it for cheap. I haven't looked. I've been meaning to look at the prices for it, but it didn't sell very well in America, so I don't think there's many English copies. It sold really well in Japan, though, so if you speak Japanese, that's good for you, but it did not sell very good in America. It sold very well in Japan. I'm sorry. I can't speak today. Japan! It sold very well in Japan. And so if you speak Japanese, then wonderful. But otherwise, no. And it's not on the PlayStation Network. At least I don't think it is. So if you have a PlayStation 3 or 4, you can't just buy it on the network and be all good, which is rather unfortunate. At least I don't think it is. It might be. I don't know. Nobody knows! But either way, there you have a pro tip. Eat herbs at maximum health if you don't want to sell them. Like, if you have a full inventory and see an herb on the ground, just eat that stuff to increase your maximum health. That way you can become super powerful. Super effective. I probably shouldn't have said that so I can use that joke later on. The disappointment only grows. And there's only 6 levels in this dungeon, I think, so don't have to worry about, you know, encountering monsters too powerful. Yeah, so as you can see, he just poisoned me twice, so my strength is 9 out of 11. Luckily, I have like a million antidotes, and so I just eat one, and my strength is 11 out of 11 again. And on the top left, you can see that there's 2 extra lines, and that tunnel just above me, there's an extra line there too. That's because there's Army Ant over there is digging around, being a jerk. I'll show him who's boss. Oh, that was more powerful than I anticipated. Whee! I got some super herbs and some herbs. This will increase my health by 5. Huzzah! And such. So, oh. Yeah, because I didn't need to know where I was in the dungeon anyways. As you can see, he just charged power, and he did 8 damage after that. Because whenever he charges power, if you just stay still and he hits you, he will hit you for like a critical hit, which will do over 2 times. I think actually it might just do straight 2 times amount of damage. But either way, it does a lot of damage and it's not good. That's why whenever they charge, you just move away from them, and then they'll have to move to follow you so that it loses their charge, so you don't have to worry about getting maimed brutally. So, That's always pleasant to avoid maiming. Maiming is bad. It does not provide 7 daily vitamins and minerals, and as such, you should stay away from it. Ooh, some bread. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna go down here. 6th floor. Well, this dungeon was done a lot faster than I anticipated. Huh. I guess this will be a short episode. I've only been in this dungeon for like 9 minutes. Well, either way, I'm going to get down to the next floor, and then, yeah. Oompa! Oompa! Do 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 do. I wonder. As you can see, I just picked up a dancer, and so I just thought to myself, do army ants dance? They do. Huh. That's not weird at all. Oh, it's not dancing anymore. Yeah, I never thought of throwing a dancer about an army ant before. Huh, that's weird. This is it! This is my mentor's grave! It is right here!
To my beloved apprentices, all I ever did was scold you. It pains me that I never did anything for you as a teacher. To make amends, I will leave you with a small gift. How to bake magical bread. The recipe is engraved on this tombstone.
Oh my! My master's secret was a recipe for baking magic bread.
I see. Master, thank you.
That delicious bread you baked, Master. I will do my best to keep your memory alive. I must return home, but before I leave, I would like to offer a small prayer. May the spirits of bread guide you in your afterlife. Sorry to keep you waiting. You should return to the village. Last result, 4 time. This is 4th dungeon I've been in. And, so yeah. Score, pretty high, rank number 2. Number 2. Oh yeah, that's because I actually did a previous Let's Play on this. It was uploaded for a short time on my main account, and then me and somebody else decided just to make this multiple account, which is TitanicSloth, and so that's why I ranked number 2. I obviously did better on my first time, which is kind of disappointing, but whatever. Whatever. I'll come back and get number 1 later on in the Let's Play. Thank you for helping me, honestly. Thank you very much. My mentor's secret was how to bake magical bread. I'll open my shop in the village square, Torneko. Please come by.
Bye!
And as such, the story of the bread maker. And I can never tell if that's a guy or a girl. What? Or Papa's awfully late. What? Do you think so? He should be home by now. I wonder if something happened. Yes. I was killed by their giant mushrooms. And their lesser cousins. The regular mushrooms. Oh.
Oh. Papa. Papa, welcome home.
Welcome home, dear. We were a little worried. Did something happen?
No!
Oh, that's okay then. Mama, I am starving. Oh, yes, sorry. I'll put dinner on. The village, the castle, what is happening? Dear. Ho ho ho. Knocky knocky. What could it be? Maybe that old man?
Torneko, we have trouble.
Help, please, His Majesty. Torneko, please, we need your help. Is something the matter with His Majesty? The Duke will fill you in. Please come to the castle. Dear, hurry. We need you at the castle. Well, and as such I go to the castle. Run! Torneko, we've been waiting. A serious situation has developed. His Majesty's disappeared. He snuck out before, but he never left the castle for this long. We wanted to get word to you, Torneko, as soon as we could, but we had to be exceedingly cautious because this is so delicate. As several soldiers are unaccounted for, we think His Majesty left to conduct an investigation on his own.
I will brief you on the surrounding circumstances.
His Majesty was gravely concerned about the sinister goings-ons in the castle. I told His Majesty that perhaps an old man was connected with these incidents. Yes, that's right, the old man who visited your shop, Torneko! Plot twist, go! His Majesty became very intrigued by my theory. He left the castle in the company of several soldiers. However, we haven't received any word at all. We went to the old man's house, but we came up with nothing. not His Majesty nor the old man. More magic dungeons are appearing in the kingdom, in the field, in the mountains, everywhere. As shameful as it may sound, we are unable to search every corner of the kingdom. Torneko, I beg you, please find His Majesty and lead him back to safety. Well, if you insist. And as such, ends the 4th Let's Play of Torneko The Lost Hope, with Ooga Booga 3 from TitanicSloth. What will happen to the king? What will become of Torneko and the old man? Find out on episode 5, release coming to a YouTube near you. And as always, comment, rate, subscribe if you know what is best for you. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.